Happening, guys. I'm actually getting back into this 57 feathers again. As you can see, we got a little bit of a case of some Swiss cheese going on here. Be able to patch this all up with JB Weld. Try to rebuild this the best I can. I got it wire brushed down as good as it's going to get. You can see there were a lot of other craters that were starting. That one in Levittown, this whole entire thing, you look right here. It's starting on this one, but it's not all the way through. The one down in Levittown, this whole entire circle here is gone. I got to this one in time, it looks like. This year I just gotta wash it down one more time. Put some cleaning solvent on it, maybe Simple Green or something like that. Then I can put it in the oven, dry it out. Get the Rust-Oleum, Rusty Metal Primer base coat on there. After I do the JB Weld patching, of course. Then I can get a finish coat. The condensate tray is bad too. That's, yeah, needs some serious help. I've been using a wire brush on it for like probably the past hour, trying to get it ready. I'm not even gonna try to get this piece out because that's just gonna snap and break, and it's not even worth my aggravation. So I do have to give it a drain hole. I'm probably gonna put one like right here in the lowest point of the pan, and then that should be good enough. Maybe this is supposed to be where it drains out, so I'll probably put one right there too. Like I said, in the Rust-Oleum coat and the actual paint and all that should be adequate enough to keep it from rusting again. So that's what we're going for here. Now it's been a while, it's been sitting for a little bit. But I also have to make dimensions of this and draw it out, because if I do manage to get that 57 down in Levittown, it's gonna need a whole new base paint, because you ain't saving that one. It's too far. So there's part one. I'll keep you posted as I go. Just to give you guys an idea where I'm at right now, trying to get this condenser blower blade off. I've been doing it for like an hour now. I tried oil, I tried lithium ion grease. All I'm doing is working at this point. Stick the vice grips on, push out the best I can with a pair of channel locks on the other side, and use the vice grips to rotate it. Looks like it's finally getting ready to go. I smashed my fingers a few times. Fun, fun, fun. And all these screws in here are completely rotted too, so I don't even know how the hell I'm gonna go about this. This thing's worse than I thought it was, honestly. Some of it went really easy, easier than I thought it would. Then other parts of it are straight up kicking my ass. As you can see, I got it. It's going. It's just gonna take a few more minutes, so I can't wait till I get this piece off. I gotta see how good I can get this whole fan housing apart and go from there. Everything else is pretty much ready to be wire brushed down one more time and cleaned up, get all the heavy shit off of it, start repainting it. Hopefully in a week or two I'll have this all back together and it'll look brand new again. So I got a new grill for it that's not completely melted, which is nice. So yeah, anyway guys, keep these posted. That did not have to be that difficult. But here it is. That thing is gone, so it's gonna be fun to restore that. Think about using them on my good old JB Weld right down here to get that back on. You couldn't even weld this even if I had a welder. It's done. And that one in Levittown too, the fan motor don't even spin no more. And I bet you any amount of money that beam down there is rotted away completely. The only thing it'd really be, because the fan, you could literally move the squirrel cage up and down. This one looked like it still had some life left in it. I said this one ain't nearly as bad as the one in Levittown, but it's still pretty bad. So, guess next is to pull the motor out and sand this down. Music from the project, songs called Wake. About freaking time. That took a while. Playing the Hard Rock Sounds room down there in Atlantic City a couple weeks from now. I have any information on that. Here's more of my chat with Joe Perry. You're making me sweat a little bit because, man, you got a busy ass schedule lined up for the rest of this year, and 2023 seems like it's going to be
not good enough to read yet. Too good.
Alright, I'll keep these updated when I get more progress done.
Back through the Philadelphia area at some point. Would you love you down here?
We'll see. The motor still moves freely, that's good. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Alright, this part's actually more or less for me. The only way I'm going to get this out is to take the bolts out of the bottom here. Luckily, these studs are still in good shape yet. But, yeah, this was pushed all the way back against the end of the stop there. So, I'll get the other two, hopefully they come off just as easy, and we will move on from that point. Man, the thing is disgusting. This part of the video is also for me for the most part. Of course, you guys probably might be interested. It's a 1/8, 1/10, and 1/15 horsepower. It's 2.3, 1.5, 1.1 amps, depending on what speed it is, and 1075 RPM. It's actually a fast. This is a replacement fan motor, mind you. Ironically enough. There's your direct wiring. 5 microfarad capacitor, 370 VAC. That's your wiring diagram. Pretty cut and dry. It's actually, like I said, it's a Fastco fan motor, and the exact replacement, which is actually pretty important for me, is model D751. And anybody else who might get lucky enough to find one of these 57s, that's your fan motor. Oh yeah, that's all I got for now. Catch up with you in the next segment. What's up, guys? I have these holes patched up with JB Weld, as you can see. No more Swiss cheese. And then went as far as trying to rebuild the lip, which actually went pretty good for the most part. I have a little bit more to do here tomorrow yet. I might actually be ready to have the cooling system put back in tomorrow, as long as the heat stays up. Right now I'm using oil-based. Hang on. Yeah, oil-based rusty metal primer. I'm putting this on real thick over the whole entire base pan, and then the whole entire thing is getting a paint job in green, and I'll show you that in a second too. I get the fan painted up. That's gotta get done yet. Actually, notice something. Here's a piece of through rot right there too. I wish I would have noticed that first. It's gotta get addressed. Well, that's where the other pinhole rot was, so it makes sense, honestly. I'll take care of it. I'll get in there. I'm gonna let this dry pretty much overnight though before I mess with it anymore. Lay it on there thick and heavy. Use a wire brush to get as much of the heavy stuff off as you can. And basically what you're doing is starting over. And this of course is going to be that green color, just like everything else is going to be. And I'll show you that in a second. And I'll get this progress thus far video uploaded. We'll go from there. I love this time of year for this reason. This is like such relaxing work for me. I just love doing it. Even after this, getting the whole chassis to sit in there, right, all the components is going to be nothing short of a challenge in itself because of how bad it actually was. So I am expecting to be able to get it 100%, but I'm also expecting it to take a little bit longer than it usually does. Like I said, this is probably the worst one I've done yet. Oh, that one over there was pretty bad too, but that's because of all the mouse piss and shit that was in there over the last 30 some years, and it was actually rusted pretty bad too. People always ask how you get these things looking brand new. Well, the only way is to pull the whole cooling system out. There is no other way to get it perfect than to pull the cooling system out. You can't really work around it. There's always gonna be something you miss. You're never gonna uncover everything, and you have to, honestly. Like I said, the only one I didn't do a full entire restoration on was the EQK dynamic in my living room. And that's because I couldn't pull the cooling system out, and I needed it, you know, right away. So if for some reason ever shit the bed, that's when I would do it. And even then, it would have to be a problem with the cooling system. But like I said, that thing wasn't really in too bad a shape anyway for me to justify doing it. Otherwise, I would have went ahead and did it. All I can say is I promise you the thing's going to be sweet looking when it's done. I say you might think I'm laying it on there excessive. I think I'm not laying it on there excessive enough because, like I said, it will dry. And you want it to be nice and thick. I don't want to settle for anything less. I'm not going to cover the JB weld up 100% completely because it does take up to 8 hours to dry and it's only been like 4 hours. That's it. Get that on there and just you'll cover it up with the green, most of it anyway. It's not going to take long to dry on a day like today. I go around the other side, do the drip pan as well. Actually, the drip pan's already pretty much done. I had a JB weld part of that too and patched the hole up. It's already starting to dry pretty good, so that's a good thing. Then we have to go over here to the fan housing assembly. And this thing is rough. I got it as good as I can. It ain't gonna get no better than that. So this whole entire thing is basically getting the same. See, I had to do some weld work there to get that together so it doesn't flop the whole time. And then maybe, just maybe, we can stop this rusting in its tracks. But like I said, it's bad. Really bad. Like I said, the one in Levittown's even worse. I don't know about the one in King of Prussia yet. We only know about 3 of them. Like I said, there's a very good chance I can get this put back into the put the whole thing back into the chassis tomorrow if Dave's here or not. It all depends on if he comes out tomorrow. Or whether he does not come out tomorrow. Or if for some reason I get stuck on something or something comes up, I end up working on something else, which is possible. Hopefully not, though. I'm hoping to give this my 100% undivided attention for a little bit. You're not really brushing, you're more dabbing to make sure it's in there. Just trust me, you want this to be in there. You want to know what's in there. You know, the last thing you want to do is find out 10 years from now when the fan assembly starts hitting and you pull it back apart and realize that you did a half-assed job on the rusty metal primer. Or worse, didn't drill a drain hole and it rusted out again. Yeah. I said drain holes are not optional. They are 100% must. You must drill a drain hole. I cannot stress that enough. I might actually patch that hole up a little bit more too if I can. See what happens. Tell you what, it is going to look nice again when it's done. Guarantee you that. I think my whole entire mini garage is going to look good over there, as a matter of fact. I have to decide if it's going in there, if I'm putting it in the kitchen. I do not have the answer at this time. Alright, well, I think you guys pretty much seen enough of this for now. This is pretty much repetitive and monotonous from here on out. However, before I put this video back together, I do want to show you how this came out.
That's going to be the color of the whole entire thing right there. I think it looks freaking gorgeous. What do you guys think? Meanwhile, I'm going to edit these clips to get finished priming this, edit these clips back together, and then, actually, no, it's probably not going to go back into the chassis tomorrow because I actually forgot I didn't do the cooling system yet, which shouldn't be a big deal. It's pretty nasty. It should be a good new brake video though. Well, anyway, guys, that being said, catch you next time when there's more progress. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out. I'm going to put these together because if I get too many videos, I might actually delete some by accident. And I've done that before, and I really don't want to do that again. So consider this the next chapter, and we'll start over the new chapter when I get to the next step. Thank you very much.